guys. What a great afternoon. It's Chip and Louie, the automotive show, back on the air every Thursday.
My lips are killing me, though. I mean, this wind is unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, literally, it's just brutal out there.
And our prayers go out to the people in the Northeast.
Goodness.
Wow, they were slammed.
No, yeah, I did a Thank God It's Tuesday video. That again, I encourage everybody to be a Louie Herron Toyota Facebook fan. We do a video every Tuesday, kind of a little motivational video, Thank God It's Tuesday. And this past Tuesday, Candace, who handles a lot of that stuff, she puts them together. We were talking about being thankful and grateful and the level of commitment that the Red Cross and some of the policemen and firemen, we did it. Basically, it wasn't much of a inspirational thing like we typically do, because I wasn't in an inspirational mood as it relates to the folks. It was the day that Sandy went through, the prior night Sandy went through was the morning of, and so, we're just so we just have so much to be thankful for, and it's tough. So yeah, definitely thoughts and prayers go out with those folks. You had a story. What were you saying? We're off air. We were talking about renting a car. What happened with?
Well, my wife, who rents a car every now and then, she called Enterprise to rent a car, and the reason she called them is because they'll come and get you and pick you up and drop you off. That was a big deal to her. So she called Enterprise and said, look, come get me next Tuesday. And they said, fine, Mrs. Lyness will come get you. They said, what's your address? She gave me the address and said, uh-oh. Margie said, what's the problem? They said, well, you live 10 miles away. She goes, okay, right, so what? She said, well, Enterprise, at least this one, said, we'll just come 7 miles. We will not come 10 miles. She said, I'm within 3 miles. You won't come get me?
That's something.
No, would not come get her.
That is something. Well, we haven't developed our policy yet as it relates to what we do as far as pickup, but I will say this with you. I know that because we have 2 locations, we will definitely, between Milledgeville and Greene County, we will pick up, because we're going to have cars at different locations. Yeah. So we definitely will do that, and in light of raving fans, I mean, it's amazing how they would not pick her up for 3 miles, right?
Well, and then here's the other thing, Louie. Even if you just have, I know space is limited at your Milledgeville location, but if you just had a little space where they could park their car, they could drive it and leave it there. Yes. That Enterprise wouldn't let her do that.
Man, that is something. Those that are listening right now, if you're driving, you're just catching us late from another break. We're talking rental cars, and we're talking about Louie Herron Toyota having a rental car service, bona fide true rental company, and it's going to be exciting. 2 locations. I would urge everyone, if you're listening and you own a business or you know somebody who does mechanics, body shops, anybody that needs that service, spread the word, because we'd like to just get it out there. You can go to louieherrontoyota.com and click on the rental. It just says real big rental, and you just click on the rental, and it'll tell you we have rental rates starting as low as $26 a day. The other thing I will tell you too that I think is really important, especially in Greene County here, and even in Putnam, we have a lot of people that drive to Atlanta, and they don't want to rack up the miles on your car. So we will work out monthly rates. We do have some logistic things we have to work out for legalities with Toyota, that if you're going to stay in a car, and let's say you like the car, and you want to rent it, look, I'll just rent this thing for 3 months or whatever. We just have to renew the contract every 30 days. You can't have a contract that's 6 months long. So, but we'll work that out and see if we can save you some money, because obviously a daily rate is going to be a lot more. Sure. So, but we'll see what we can work out in that capacity as another benefit to you, the consumer. Again, doing our best to just help in all areas of automotive. Now, the next point I want to bring up that I think is a huge difference between the competition, whether it's Hertz or Avis or Enterprise. Toyota will allow us, now listen to this, Chip, this is cool. Toyota will allow us, we're the only major rental car company that will allow towing of the vehicle when you rent a truck.
Sweet.
Now, if you think about that, it doesn't sound like much, but if you rent a car from one of the other providers, in the stipulations, you're not technically allowed to tow.
I see.
Regardless of the capabilities of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Like a Tundra, it tows up to 10,000 pounds. Yeah. Well, if you rent one, or let's say you've got to do some work, okay, and you've got your truck or whatever, you're more than welcome to rent our vehicle, okay, and tow. Yeah. If you got to go out of state, you can tow the vehicle. Our cars are not, again, they're not subjective to just be here locally. You can take a car, rent a car, drive out of state on vacation. So if you want to go to Florida or whatever the case may be, that's allowed as well. So I think that's another huge benefit that a lot of people don't think about. And I think what's nice as it relates to Toyota or Louie Herron Toyota having a rental car service is how many times do you get in a spot where all of a sudden you got to rent a car? Yeah. And when you live in our neck of the woods, let's just face it, it's not a metropolis, so you don't have choices. I mean, you're stuck saying, okay, how can I? Well, now you've got a source that's available to you to rent cars, again, in 2 locations, at the Lake Lot here, which is technically in Putnam County, and or in Milledgeville. So I think it's a great opportunity. Again, their rates are comparable. They're affordable. This started for us, Chip. You and I know is we do a lot of Lexus service, and the folks that drive Lexuses, and a lot of folks, we want to eliminate the fact that they have to drive all the way to Augusta or Macon or even Atlanta for that matter. So we were dropping off cars and picking up cars, and the reality is that concierge service, so to speak, got so big where we had to do something in addition. So even as it relates to renting cars as a service, we will put you in a Toyota rental car and no charge that, those that are doing service with us. So in other words, if you want a service with Louie Herron Toyota, we can meet you, we can give you a car to drive, no charge. It'll be a brand new Toyota. Okay, we'll work on your car, service the car. You can settle a payment via phone, credit card, or however we do it, and we'll come back and drop off your car.
Sweet, that really is sweet. I'm thinking of things like tailgating. If somebody's going to, Mississippi for the Bulldog game, they want to tow their little tailgate stuff.
They can do it.
Move a child to college. Did you just need a little bit bigger?
I need to hire you. I need to hire you. Sell it, baby. I like it. I like it. But we're joking. But honestly, I think this is a great service for our community. There's a big void again, especially here in Greene and Putnam County. We don't have many sources that you can rent cars from. So again, go to LouieHerronToyota.com. Click on the rental button. It'll pop right up. It'll tell you every car that's available and what the starting daily rates are at. We've got every car listed. I don't want to mislead. Every car that's on there doesn't mean that we have every one of those cars in stock. It just shows you because the inventory, it comes in and comes out so frequently based on somebody driving one or us purchasing one of the used cars. But there's a submission form, name, email, phone number, way to contact, and what you need. You submit the form. It goes right to our rental car department. Boom, they'll call you back and off and running. So you can do it via phone, or you can do it via the website.
All right, very good. It is Super Thursday with Chip and Louie from Louie Herron Toyota, North Columbia Street in Milledgeville, 706.